What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Lou Congo. So today what I want to do is I want to talk about the whole Rello situation. If you haven't heard, which I know you have, African-American fella came out here and pretty much said Kenyan women are ugly. You wouldn't want to pay him to have sex. He would never live in Kenya because it's poverty stricken, and how much I guess the U.S. is better than Kenya. And then I guess a day or two later, a video surfaced of him trying to film himself having intercourse with what looks like to be a prostitute out here in Kenya. And then because she was not wanting to be recorded, he assaulted her and then threatened to beat the shit out of her. He was very aggressive in the whole video. And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to try to put the link in the comments if YouTube would allow me to, so you can see it. Just viewer discretion. It's sensitive to watch if you don't want to watch anything like that. So my take. Now, before anybody jumps down my throat about calling this young lady a prostitute, which I'm not saying anything bad about her, but if you watch the video and you listen to what she says, she told him that you paid the agency, but you haven't paid me, which shows me that that's what she does, which is, hey, do what you do. I have a past and my past ain't all that, you know what I'm saying, lovely. So I'm not casting no stones. I'm just calling a spade, you feel me? But here's the clear facts right here. So regardless of if he paid the agency $10K, that's what he says in the video, he pays the agency $10K and she was down to have sex on camera. The fact is when he got there and they were in bed with each other, she said no. That should have ended everything. But he could have just been like, okay, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go get a refund. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the agency and complain, but he didn't. He get his camera out. He continues recording. He verbally assaults her the entire time. And while she's trying to get dressed already, not even wanting to be recorded. She naked. She trying to get dressed. Nigga he gonna keep recording her naked and yelling at her and cussing at her, so she hit the camera away, which she had every right to hit the camera away. Nigga, she told you she didn't want you to record and you still recording. She had every right to hit your camera away. So when she did that, you can clearly hear he assaults her. Clearly, I'm not one of these people who talk about allegedly assaults her. Nigga, I seen the camera. I seen the footage. This nigga assaulted her. He put his hands on her and then he threatened to beat her ass even more. So y'all can miss me with that. Oh, it doesn't show it doesn't show anything. Nigga, you can hear her get hit. You can hear her let out a moan because she was hit. I'm not going for that. First off, the niggas are lame, okay? Because you sit here, now, number one, you going to sit here and talk about how Kenyan women ain't beautiful and how they all this, that, and the third. But the first thing you did was you went to go to an agency to get services from a woman, that a lady of the night, a prostitute. So nigga, you lame as hell already. Cause if you was cool with Mo Do, you should have been able to just walk into any club and grab you a little something, but you can't because you sitting here talking about how they ugly and this nigga ugly as hell. Nigga, you ugly as hell. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing is, I understand that when one African American does something wrong, then all of a sudden it's looked at like all African Americans, which is wild to me. But I understand it comes from anger. It comes from the fear of, is this gonna keep happening? Is this what these niggas is known for? Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and this is directly for the women, for the men too. When you're dealing with passport bros, passport girls, when you're dealing with people who said, I am done dating in my country, therefore I'm going to go to another country and find love, you have to be careful. You have to be careful, especially with these dudes, because a lot of these niggas, A lot of these niggas just want you to be a slave. You feel me? A lot of these niggas ain't getting no play in their own country, so they go to other countries and they have sex with women that is cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper to have sex out here than it is in America because you're gonna spend a lot more money trying to prostitute in America than you are in Kenya or in Asia or whatever. So you gotta be careful when you're dealing with niggas like that, especially when they come at you and that first thing they do is they talk down about they women and black women in America this, black women in America that. That's why I come to Kenya because y'all are so much better. Y'all are so, bruh, you're going to deal with problems regardless. You see what I'm saying? But you got to watch niggas like that because I'm telling you, a lot of these niggas be some real deal fucking weirdos. I promise you, that's why they come to these different countries and they come messing with women because they some fucking weirdos. So you got women, you got a lot of African Americans like myself included who came to the motherland and now they are in relationships. I've been in my relationship for more than a year. I ain't never had sex with no other Kenyan woman but my own. Okay. I am not a passport bro. I did not come to Kenya looking for love. That was not my goal. I never said I'm done dating in America. Therefore, I'm coming to Africa to find me a wife. I was always moving to Africa. Even when I was with my ex in America, she knew she wasn't with it. But I was like, listen, I'm trying to move to Africa, but she wasn't with it. So it's easier to just move to Africa and then find somebody than to say, I'm going to meet an American woman and convince her to move to Africa. Because not every African American wants to live in Africa. And they have a right to want to live where they want to be. But you got a lot of these weirdo ass niggas who they can't get no play in America because everybody knows who they are. You a lame, you beat women, you don't take care of your woman. You know what I'm saying? You want her to do cook, clean and all that shit, but you ain't finna take care of her bills. You ain't finna put money in her pocket. You ain't finna do none of that. Nigga, you lame as hell. So y'all gotta be careful with niggas like that. And I'm not blaming her because this is a service she provides. Bro, the nigga's a weirdo. That nigga, I'm just saying in general, be careful. That nigga's a weirdo. How you gonna sit here and talk all this noise about Kenyan women not being beautiful, but you got to go pay for services. You got to pay to play, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I traveled this world. Now, I've been traveling this world. I've been to Greece. I've been all throughout Europe, all throughout Asia, you feel me? Like, I haven't really done the whole South American thing yet, but I'm probably not going to now that, you know what I'm saying? I done been to Kenya and I love it out here. But, bruh, one thing I can tell you is if you can't get no play where you from, it doesn't matter where you go. You not finna get no play. That's just who you is. If you can't get in a relationship back home, it's still gonna be hard to get in a relationship out here. The problem is you got a lot of passport bros telling these niggas what you can do over here and what you can do over there, so they get it in their mind that, okay, I'm American, I could come out here and I could move how I want to move. But trust and believe, niggas will only try that with certain places. That shit, he would have never done what he did. He would have never did that in Brazil. They would have killed him. He would have never did that in Colombia. They would have killed him. Niggas do that shit in Kenya because they realize that, and I'm going to be honest with you, bro, y'all Kenyan niggas, y'all ain't going hard for y'all women like that, bro. Even with me, bro, one thing I can say, I don't know if it's because I'm American or what, bro, but even when we dealing with cab drivers or whatever, bruh, I done had to check a few niggas because I'm like, bro, why you talking to my old lady? Like, you could tell they get this tone like they mad or whatever. And when I talk to Kenyan women, they say, bro, Kenyan men do not protect Kenyan women. And granted, when you go to America, African American women will say the exact same thing. They'll tell you African American men, they don't protect African American women. Now, I have a story about that just to touch on it, to tell y'all my point. You feel me? I remember this one time I was downtown Jacksonville and I seen this white boy yelling at this sister and shit. So I come to the sister and shit. He talking reckless. I say, shit, you straight? She say, nigga, mind your fucking business. Hey, I backed out of that. I say, hey, do your thing. If he hit you, he put his hands on you, that's on you. A lot of the times, there's been times when our brothers, we try to We try to put ourselves in a position to protect, but then we get cussed out and we're still looked at as, it doesn't matter if we cuss you out or not, you still got to protect them. Now, that's not all. That's definitely not all. Because me personally, regardless, anytime I see one of my sisters, I don't give a fuck if you African American or Kenyan. If I see you are in a position to where I'm going to ask you, is you straight? If you tell me no, hey, big dog, you got to calm down and you got to leave or something. That's one thing that I feel like us as black men, we need to do. And you got lame ass niggas like Rello, who his ugly ass want to come out here and talk all this shit. And then you want to try to beat a woman because you paid for some services and you ain't get, nigga, you could have just went and got your refund. She said she didn't want to be recorded. Nigga, why you doing all this clout chasing and shit just to show people online, oh, this is what I do. This is what I do. I go to different countries and I have sex with all these different nigga, you having sex with prostitutes. Nigga, you lame. You lame as a motherfucker. But I don't know who this guy is. I never really listened to him or watched him. I watch people like, for the most part, King Ghana, like O'Shea Drew Jackson. That's who I watch mostly. I seen a lot of Austin Holloman videos as well. But as far as the travel spirit, bro, a lot of these niggas are passport bros and they go to different places and they say, oh, they like dating in different countries. That's why dating, listen, and you got to think about this to yourself. You got to think about this. If you are going to sit here and say the women are better and they make better wives, but yet you've been out there and you have no wife yet, you don't even have a long-term girlfriend. It's not about dating. It's just about having casual sex with multiple partners in a way you can't do in America. You can't run that same game in America. So you come here and you say, oh, the women here are better for dating. The women here are better for dating. But all you're doing is having casual sex. You ain't building no relationships. You just fucking. Call it what it is, big dog. Don't sit here and be like, okay, I'm over here because I'm trying to get a wife, but yet you've been a passport bro for the last 5-10 years, bro. You ain't even got one wife, bro. You ain't got nothing. You can't sit here and tell me I ain't going for it. You can't sit here and tell me that the women in Kenya are so much better, or the women in Kenya or in Thailand or Philippines or Brazil or Colombia, they make better wives, but you've been a passport bro for multiple years and you do not have a wife. That is a red flag, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when a nigga says that, they says I am not married to a woman in America because of how they act. Therefore, I'm going to go overseas because women are better. And you've been doing this for multiple years and you don't have a wife. The reason why you go to these places is because that same bullshit ass game you running with them, it works in their country, but it doesn't work in ours. And that's the reason why you're a passport bro. That's the reason why you talk shit about American women. That's the reason why you love all these women in these other countries. And you say, oh, I like to date. I like to date. You like casual fucking. Keep it a buck. Why y'all so afraid to say it? You like casual fucking. Nigga, well, I used to be a menace when it came to casual fucking, but I called it what it is. I wasn't dating. What am I date you for? Now I'm trying to pit dick off in jaws. That's what I was doing. That's what my purpose was. You don't sit here and lie and be like, okay, well, the women here are better. I like dating here. They're not. Who's building? Where's your girl? Nigga, me and my girl been together for 15 months, 14 months. Damn, a year. Don't let her hear that. She gonna tear my ass up. You feel me? We're building. I don't talk with other females. I don't do anything with no other women, but I am building. I met a family. She spent mine. You feel what I'm saying? This is real. You got a lot of us out here that's like that. A lot of us, I done met cats who's in relationships who it may not work. Don't get me wrong, but they still are looking for love. It's not the simple fact of how all these other niggas is where you see them and you see the YouTube videos and they're all popular. And then next thing you know, they got a woman here and then they got another woman here, then another woman here, then another woman here. And then they sit here talk about black women in America. Them niggas is fucking lames. You can't do that with black women. You ain't running that game with my sisters. That's why your dumb ass out here talking shit about them. And the first off, bro, if a nigga sit there and all they do is talk shit about African American women, bro, if you a Kenyan woman, I'm gonna tell you like this: do what you do, But you can't trust that nigga. What? Man, you can ask my old lady, cuz I have never been that type of nigga to sit here and trash African American women. And you can ask her. I hate when niggas do that shit because you can't sit here and there's millions. There's literally millions of African American women in America right now. And just because you had bad experiences with the little ones you had, now you're trying to say, oh, they're all trash because you look online and all they perpetuate is the bullshit. And then you look on social media and everything you just see is the bullshit that's perpetuated. And I'm not finna go for that because I got cousins that's married to African American women and they got they've been in long relationships. My brother is married to an African American woman and they've been married shit. Nigga, they've been together since damn near high school. We graduated like at this point like 20 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? So all this yip yap and jaw jacking about, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch these niggas, man. And Rello, this nigga is one thing about him is he's known to be a crash out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why niggas would associate themselves with these people to begin with. Bro, I've been in Kenya for about 5 months now. I went to one meeting with African Americans and I met some cool niggas, but for the most part, I ain't fucking with no passport bros. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't befriend passport bros because what I look like befriending a nigga who come out here and your main goal is to date multiple women and I'm in a serious relationship like me and my old lady talking about marriage and shit. Bro, that shit don't even mix. I'm trying to link with the niggas who married. That's who I want to be friends with. Excuse me. I'm trying to be linked with the niggas who trying to grow. But you got niggas like Rello, and I know everybody's afraid that Rello's he's gonna mess it up for everybody else. I don't know. I just don't see how one person can mess up everything for an entire people when literally, like, you know what I'm saying, that shit would have been messed up for a lot of different places. Should have been messed up for a lot of different races because we not the first race to come out here and do some bullshit. Them crackers been coming out here doing bullshit, but hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? People gonna put the blame on who they want to put the blame on. But that nigga right there, Rello, that nigga is a lame G. I ain't gonna lie. He does not stand for African Americans. He's just a lame. He a lame in America. He a lame no matter where he go. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't got no money. That's why apparently he be on his live begging for people to send him money so he can go to this place and that place because he broke as a motherfucker. You feel me? I ain't never went on live and asked for no money. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask for consultations. I'm not finna consult nothing. Niggas be trying to, hey, do you got a services where you offer consultations? No, nigga, I don't make money in that sphere, bro. I'm not finna consult none of you niggas. I don't come out here and do it the way I did it. All right. I came out here and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had a cheat code because me and my old lady, we linked up before I even came out here. And I'm talking about the first time we linked up, we been locked in ever since, nigga. Bay in the living room right now on live selling handbags. You feel me? So we been locked in ever since. So just come out here and enjoy it, man. But you got to respect these people, bro. But at the same sense, bro, I'ma just put it like this, bro. Y'all can't let niggas slide with this shit, bro. Y'all Kenyan men, you can't let niggas slide with this shit like this, bro. You can't, and I'm not just saying African American men, I'm talking white men, Chinese men. If they come from a different land and they come here and you can see them disrespecting your women, bro, you got to step up and you can't let that shit happen. Now, with Rello is different. It was behind closed doors, so we don't really, you know what I'm saying? But I can say that when I was in Mombasa, I definitely seen a white dude getting disrespectful with a black woman and nobody did nothing. And me personally, this was the first time I was here and I was just like, nigga, I ain't gonna say nothing because if this y'all sister, which really is my sister too. So I should have said something in it with myself, but we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Even African American men, we got to do better in our own country with protecting our sisters and shit, man, because this is unacceptable. You can't just come out here with a colonizer mindset, bro. And that's what a lot of African Americans do. They come out here with a colonizer mindset, bro. And they feel like just because they're American, like they can get away with whatever they want. Like, bro, he clearly hit this woman. He clearly put his hands on this woman. You can't sit here and say allegedly when you watch the video and you see that this lame ass nigga literally, you can hear it. You can hear he put his hands on this woman. So, man, these niggas be lame, bro. So I'm just saying, be careful with who you trust out here. I don't care just because these niggas got money. I'm not just saying this about African American men. I'm saying this about white men. Everybody, not, you know what I'm saying? Not to just bring up something that was terrible, but you know, my old lady told me about a time where these Nigerian men was using they were killing Kenyan women in Airbnbs. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put no blame on no Nigerians or nothing, but I'm just saying wickedness like this happens throughout the world. So you got to be able to protect yourself and you got to be able to protect your women because this is crazy. Thank God that nothing really happened to her to where she's okay. Thank God she's okay because anything could have happened. That man could have killed her. He could have snapped and killed her and then fled the country. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you see what's happening right now with this whole culture of going to different countries and disrespecting them. And you see what's happening with Vitaly in the Philippines, with Johnny Somali in South Korea. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to me, I know a lot of people who do these podcasts and they're from America. They're talking about pray for Johnny Somali, pray for Vitaly. Man, I hope they throw the book at them fuck niggas, huh? I hope they throw the book. Pit them fuck niggas under jail. I don't give a damn what you niggas say. Bitch, if you don't like it, come see about me. Pit them fuck niggas under the jail. Them niggas don't never need to get out. I don't. Bro, Vitaly, I never liked him. Nigga, you're constantly invading people's privacy, disrespecting people. Then he beat the shit out of a woman in America. Beat the shit out of her. But you get this, you get this thing in your mind to where you're untouchable. Johnny Somali the same way. He went to South Korea. He went to Japan, disrespected the shit out of Japan and those people. Bro, people like this need they ass beat. I pray them niggas don't never get out of jail, bro. I don't give a fuck. Hit them with the book. I don't care. You don't go to nobody's land and disrespect those people. You never do that shit, bro. I done been to hoods. I done been to the most dangerous places in some of these lands, bro, where when I was a mariner and then we dock in a port and they tell us, don't go here. This is dangerous. They don't like Americans. Nigga, that's the first place I'm hitting. What? Because I know how to operate myself, bro. I ain't never been in no danger. Cause nigga, it's all about respect, bro. You go to these different places and all you do is respect people. You solid. But then you got niggas like him, cause I didn't sell with niggas like that before. They get this mindset like it's this superiority complex. And I used to always tell people, like, well, we'll be in the Philippines. Oh, nigga, they just Filipinos. You could die here too. Oh, we in Greece. They just Greece. You could die here too. Huh? Yes, and never go back home. You with that mentality, that's why I stay to myself no matter where I go, cause I just don't trust these niggas, man. You can't trust people. You just can't. And it's sad to say that not a lot of these motherfucking Pookies and Ray Rays coming out here, and I don't like it because, bro, you gotta be respectful no matter where you go. You gotta respect people, bro. And these black folks, regardless of what you think, regardless of if you think Kenyans and African Americans ain't brothers, regardless, because you got a lot of Africans who will tell you we ain't brothers. Them niggas is haters, bro. We all family. We all one. We are all melanated beings, and the fact is that we all are on the fucking bottom of the totem pole, so we all have to work together. But these niggas right here, they gotta be stopped. They just gotta be stopped. So I don't know, man. I don't even know how you would go about protecting yourself because these niggas is weirdos. A lot of the time. See, Rello is different. He a crash out. So niggas know he a crash out. Niggas knew what type of time he was on before he came. I ain't trying to hit none of these podcasters talk about, oh, they didn't know. You fuck niggas knew. This nigga's known for being a crash out, and he came to Kenya and crashed out. Now you're looking shocked. How? That's what he known for. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's why I say you got to be careful, because you got some niggas who they don't portray themselves like that, and you thinking that you got a man and he a good man, and this nigga whole crash out, he a crash dummy. You feel me? So I don't know, man. What y'all think about what's going on, man? Because I I feel so sorry for the girl, regardless of if she's a prostitute or not, because it clearly shows like what she said, that she's a prostitute, but that doesn't mean she's not a human being. She decides what she does with her body. That doesn't, I don't look at her less because she does these sells her body, bro. Back in my day, bro, we sold drugs. Nigga used to rob people, bro. You feel me? Now that was back when I was young, dumb. I was dumb. I done did my bid. I did what I had to do to become a better person in society. You feel me? I ain't never sold drugs or robbed a nigga again. But that was my past, bro. I had to go through something to become a better person. She has to go through something to become a better person. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because the bathwater dirty, you can't be like, nah, throw the whole baby away. You got to let people grow, and she didn't deserve that. Regardless of what went down, regardless of if he paid, she did not deserve nothing of what she went through. So, y'all, what y'all think? It's your boy Luke Congo. Holla at me. You feel me?